Hey guys, how are you doing today? I am Nyte Lyfe Lex, and we are in the nightlife, even in the daytime. And we are here today. I'm so thankful for you guys to be here. All my beautiful people who are tapping in. We're definitely giving you real news in real time. I have a special guest today. My guy here, Priest. We definitely gonna sit here and chop it up with you guys. Our topic for today is basically chopping it up with Priest and asking him, how has hip hop changed for you over the years? And I feel like, this will be definitely great, a great guest to have to speak with because um we've been actually knowing each other for a while. We grew up together. I'm definitely gonna allow him to just share more about who he is and what he has going on. The people definitely would love to know.
What's up, man? What's good?
I'm good. I'm chilling. Happy Friday.
Same here. You heard me? Nightlife in the daytime. You heard?
You definitely know it. So share with the people about who you are, where you from, and what is it that you do.
Well, I'm Priest. I'm from Marrero, Westbank, New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? It get localized. But I'm an artist, a rapper, producer. Um, even put shit together for other people. So, like, I guess I got a little hand in executive producing a little bit. Something that once I get my shit more taken off, then I'll probably do more. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, one thing for sure, what we know about hip hop. Hip hop is one of the reasons why I created this platform. Everyone that has a background in me, I started nightlife music about 2016, 2017, perhaps, and I would blog and cover events, backstage access to concerts. Interview artists, producers, or whatever of the like, and just supporting the music and its culture. Correct. So
Right.
I feel like when I began, really getting involved with music and hip hop, you was definitely an asset to that. You used to be across the street from my mom's house, and you used to always have these CDs. You would
Yeah.
have different
Yeah.
CDs of different artists, and you would just give them to me, and I'll be like, I will put them on my PC computer.
Right.
But you
That
want,
is crazy. I forgot about that. Like, but my
yeah,
CD
how can you
collection
forget?
was ill. Yeah, I did have an ill CD collection. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you did. And one thing about it was that the music that you used to give to me, okay, it
give
was
me,
like,
give me a few that I forgot. Give me a few that I may have forgot.
okay, it was definitely it was Dipset.
Okay.
Definitely Dipset. You would give me a lot of those. And I remember like Wu Tang, Ghostface.
Mm,
I
mm,
remember that.
yeah.
Um
Yeah.
the clips, I remember that. I remember just even like I Mob Deep. I remember we
Yeah.
spoke. You was like you like the Alchemist. Like you have gave me several. Even if you didn't give it to me, give me these CDs. I was a very because that's what y'all was listening to on the block.
Right.
I will
Right.
go ahead and listen, and I
Right.
definitely took a liking to it. You know what I'm saying? And it was pretty cool. So
Influence is a motherfucker. Yeah. Influence is a motherfucker, man. It is. It is.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, with that being said, that's one of the reasons why I created hip hop today. Just being able to listen to music, being have a have a understanding of production. Now, one thing I would say about you, sharing the music with me, and I place it into my computer, it will show the composer, who
Mm,
writes the music,
mm,
the
yeah.
samples, everything. So before everybody start talking about, oh, he writes his music or he doesn't write his music, I've been on who wrote their music and who didn't,
Right.
and who actually had got credits to who was writing the music. I just really wasn't the person to say anything too much because of it was just what it was to me.
Right.
So now in today's age,
Right.
people are writing other people's music. All you gotta do is check the credits to find out. You don't gotta guess. So
Right.
you know my passion has grown for music since grade school, and hip hop began in the 70s, and since then, it's been a huge impact and has changed the world from
Right.
all
It
ethnics.
has subgenres now.
Yes, it's a part of every genre now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Definitely, definitely. So, like, why don't you share your relationship with hip hop and music?
My relationship, oh man, like I really feel like it's my first relationship, like my first love, yeah, I really like I just started real young and um well, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back even further. Like I remember for Christmas, like when we used to get tapes, tape decks with the little fucking cheap ass headphones with the little thin metal part in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Used to get tape decks with, but didn't used to get no tapes. So I used to be at my grandmother's house, and he had this long tape thing where he had NWA, Spice One, like all kind of like shit that I shouldn't have been listening to at 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in the house with bumping NWA. That was my favorite one. Like the NWA was my favorite one. But I used to be walking around the house with that shit on, and nobody knew what I was listening to. But I was at 6 years old listening to NWA. So it really goes back to that for me. Like I think that was the real birth of it, you know what I'm saying? And they really just grew from there, from just being young, just learning more and, how to create music. You know what I'm saying? It just, it got me where I'm at today, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, tell us a bit more about you and your music specifically.
Well, my music is personal. It's I don't, I don't follow trends. I'll just say that. I don't, do what everybody else is doing, but I like to, write about what's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I may use an example or somebody I'm looking at as, some race. But for the most part, I just like it to be real, whether it be related to me or somebody else. I just want it to, be real. But uh, outside of that, man, I just like my production is a huge part of my catalog and my music because I started in production. Before I ever picked up a pen, I used to make beats and I actually used to sell beats and people used to come look for me for beats. But I just kind of transitioned, to writing and I fell in love, with both sides. I'm able to, do both, and I fell in love with both sides. So my production is a big part of my music and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, when were you first introduced to hip hop?
At that age, by my grandmother's house with the NWA and Spice One tapes. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like outside of the radio shit, like I don't really count that, but that was the first time I was hearing cursing and like that raw shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Believe that was the introduction right there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like I was stating, with just producers definitely play a big part in music, and that was something that allowed me to that drew me in, just the sound, the frequency of the music. So they are definitely a big asset. And I think right now some producers aren't feeling that love, as far as getting all the credit that they deserve as from being a producer, because the song would not be what it is if it's not for the producer,
That's
right?
100. It's 100%. It is. But the reason why the producer game is so watered down now, it's a lot of reasons, but the one of the main ones is that um, the software has become too accessible. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a program. You know what I'm saying? And I've, being that I'm in this game, I've ran across a lot of people who aspire to, to do, create. And, sometimes it just may not be for you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you could try something else, but it's a lot of people who like oversaturating with the same sound, using the same kits, so like that's what kind of make it hard for producers today to stand out from, back in our day, it had to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to, Neptunes, Manny Fresh, you
Yeah.
know, like they all had their own individual sound,
Yeah.
but that's not the case today. Like, you got, drill, you got
Hmm.
trap, you got, and that's just, what they making. So I just have, to the up and coming producers, I just say, man, do something, different. Do your own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel as though they as time progressed, I notice now that producers, are being like more of a feature, like in videos and even in the songs with they
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? What is it
Yeah.
that you call it? What they mark, like when they mark the song, I'm want to make how they be like Metro. So
Oh, you talking about the tag? You talking about the
the
tag?
tag thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Tag. And so certain things so beat, or that's an alchemist beat, or that's a
Right.
hit boy beat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I feel as though that's something that I think some people who listen to the rap music don't even be knowing what's going on. Like they
They
just
don't. They don't.
they just think that's a part of the song. Like
Yeah. Yeah. They
like that,
don't.
you don't
Yeah.
even know like white oh what's his name? Mike Will made it. You know what I'm saying? Like when they say when I hear Gucci Man, I'm like, oh, so I mean Gucci Man is
Right.
one of the artists too that allow me to be like, Lord, like who are these producers? Gucci Man is one artist where I learned so much about some of our favorite artists today, down to some of the biggest producers today. And rest
Mhm.
in peace to Young Dolph. I would have not known of Young Dolph if it wasn't for Gucci Man. Gucci Man is one of my heroes, and it comes down to
Right.
his track. Yeah, I don't care what nobody say, but he's really a
Yeah.
big dog for my
Yeah.
era and for when I came in and really tapped in. I actually like put a lot of people on who Gucci Man was. Never heard of him before. You
Right.
know, I think you probably put me on Gucci Man too. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah. He was kind of in there because I had my partner who used to go to school in Monroe, and he used
Okay.
to back with all of that Gucci shit. Like, and he used to flood me with Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, yeah, he made me like him. So, yeah, I could attribute him to for that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then shout out to him. Okay,
Yeah,
because where we from, sometimes they could be a little late, a little slow.
yeah, yeah. We definitely be, late to the party sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Absolutely. So let me know, you know, who were your favorite producers and who were your favorite producers then? And what about any guys who are known now, like up to date?
Back then, Manny Fresh for sure. Like we used to buy Cash Money shit. It was almost like for him first. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was almost to see what Manny would do first,
Okay.
and then we would get into the lyrics and whatever it was that they were saying later. Um, Timberland, definitely another one that you used to just buy. You used to buy the project if you knew he was on there.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Neptunes, uh, Swiss used to be in there. Like we used to be on Swiss. I can't, can't front. We used to Swiss
Oh,
hard.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. What's another one? Alchemist for sure.
Hmm.
Alchemist. And that's crazy because Alchemist is, one of the ones that's gonna be on my present list too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
his longevity is, I'm saying, it's fucking crazy, man. He a one man army, you dig?
Yeah.
But that's about it for that. Like for back in the day, like those guys used to like when would hit it, they would be on something. Even if it was one song, I would go buy the CD if those
Okay.
guys be on there. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm. So,
Uh,
like the early 2000s, what began to transition in hip hop for you?
early 2000s, like what year you mean?
The early
Like
2000s, like, child,
I don't know. I
you
gotta go
remember
back.
what you was doing back then?
I gotta go and see what we talking about. Like 2003, we talking about like Soldier Slim and BG days. Like what we
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. Early
Ooh,
2000s. How did it
yeah.
change from before then for
Well,
you?
first of all, back then niggas was still doing three verses. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was still doing three verses back then. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't that long ago, but these niggas not even doing barely one verse now. Like niggas will give you one verse and the hook behind it, and that's the song. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing that's changed.
Yeah.
Production is like it's crazy because it was a weird time back then. It was weird, but you had a lot of biters. Like you had a lot of like Kanye imitators at that time.
Oh man.
Anybody, yeah, like anybody that was hot or they had a hot beat at that time, you had 100 uh, people's, you know, examples of that beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that that's not happening no more. But um, those are the two major things. Artists, artists. Like back then, um, it was transitioning from being like the lyrical thing to like where we are now. It was because and I'm gonna just say this like Lil Wayne, like let's talk about Lil Wayne in that era that he ran shit. Like when he was running that shit from '08 to whatever 2011 2012, and he hit that fucking that peak that he hit, and he stopped putting as much effort into as far as what he was saying, and that
Yeah.
transition happened that time to now to where nobody wants to write.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to write. I had a feature that I was trying to get from a guy, and I had sent him the beat, gave him like a week, ran into him, was like, man, what's up with the and he started freestyling for me. I was bro, I need you to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
I know you might be, but I need you to, yeah. Like, so I had to, I had to move on and find somebody else to, you know what I'm saying, get on the song because, like, I understand what freestyling, like, it's, some people who really dope like that. Some people, but a lot of times you're not dope like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's gonna help if you just go ahead on and write it down and take your time and do it the right way. You hear me? Now if you nice like that, but I like to take my time and write it out. But
Yeah.
that's another big difference from then to now. You know what I'm saying? That I see.
Yeah. I feel as though that writing your music is just a part of creating art. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Freestyling is cool, of course, but you're telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
Music is storytelling. So I mean, you know, it's cool. I mean, I have had times where people want to rap for me or want me to listen to these songs just because, and it's to the point to where I had to make that as a service because you
For
know
real. You
sometimes
take
you could be
your time.
wasting my time.
Right,
Do
right.
that shit, okay?
For real.
And it's just not even about that, about downplaying someone's music because that's their art. But at the same
Right.
time, some artists need to understand, or some people who are trying to be artists need to understand that it's not for everyone. Okay, you need to take this as a real craft.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's an art. If you can draw, you can draw. If you can rap,
Right,
you can sing, you can sing. See, this is
right.
the thing. Singers, if you can't sing, you can't be a singer. But if you can't rap, you could be a rapper.
No, you got singers out here that can't sing, bro.
Oh, I know, but it's obvious. Even like
right.
it's, even though it's
Yeah,
obvious that
yeah,
if you can
yeah, yeah.
rap with,
It's kind of comical. It's kind of like, yeah, like with a singer, it's like, man, it's a train wreck, but I just gotta watch. Like the JJ Icefish nigga, like I could not watch that nigga videos. You know what I'm saying, like, because even though he doing horrible singing, like it's just, but with rapping, it is different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. Like you really are wasting my time if you cannot rap. Like it's not even funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
not
the
at all.
singing, I could find humor in that, but you not knowing, like you not like that's, I find no humor in that. You wasting my time. You need to find something else to do.
So today, what is a significant change since when back then when you was listening to the Soldier Slim and the BG?
For me,
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I'm fucking old now. Like, I'm not no, young boy no more. So like, yeah, the ears that I used to be listening with then, like my shit is uh so much more refined now. Like my ears, like I don't take in no trash. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to that point where like when I'm in my car and I'm riding to my shit, it's no trash that's coming through them speakers. You know what I'm saying? If it do come through, it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother my whole spirit. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's to that point with me now. Like where when I was young, I could listen to pretty much anything, or give it a try, or you know. But now I could tell on my first listen what it is. You know, I could
Yeah.
tell it's something that I'm gonna go back to, and if I like off one listen, and it wasn't always like that. When back then I used to have to live with it for a week. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now, get it out of here. Get it in.
Okay, absolutely. Now, let's talk about something that I know you should be interested in sharing with us about distribution, CDs versus streams. You know,
Ooh,
share your input on it, on how you feel and what has changed and has what's the pros and cons from the CDs to the streams.
they fucked the game up, dog. They did. They fucked the game up. I mean, I look at it. I look at it like, what was the reason for removing CDs? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's where I kind of go. Like, what was the reason? And like where we sit today, I understand why.
Yeah,
Like I understand why, but they had to start to phase that shit out back then. You know what I'm saying? But like, okay, a pro of the CD is it's a physical thing. It's something that you can attain. You can hold it, you can feel it, you can see it, you can touch it. You know what I'm saying? And digitally, you just lose that. You know what I'm saying? You just lose that digitally. You have to find ways to. Well, I've tried to find ways like outside of merch to replace that. You know what I'm saying? To replace that feeling of that the CD used to give you. Whether that be with stickers or just different shit. Just to give people something to actually hold. Um, but that's kind of like the biggest thing with the CDs and the streaming. Another thing, a pro of the streaming is that they have access to your whole catalog. You know, and they can stream it continuously. The CD used to get scratched. You know what I'm saying? If you love
yeah,
that bitch, played it a lot, it would scratch up, and eventually it wouldn't work anymore. You have to buy another one. But with this, with the streaming shit, you know, and I'm watching my streams, like people go back and they go check, whatever you have on there, they go check your whole shit out. So that's, you know, it's a give and take thing, but it's where we at. So we just gotta find a way to make the streaming shit work at this point, because The CDs will be back, but it won't be for another 20 years or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how the records have kind of made a resurgence. I believe the
Yeah.
CDs too, but it's just gonna be a while.
So you're not really like too fine with the streaming.
I mean, I'm adjusted. I'm
Okay.
adjusted. Yeah, cause I was one of the I was in the early stages when streaming first came out. I was streaming in 2011. Like I was on Google Play. So like when I first paid that $9.99 to get on Google Play, and I just started going search all the old shit that I just could think of, and it was
Yeah.
coming up. Yeah, I knew it was a rap. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was a rap. So I was I was already in the mind frame of trying to convert myself. You know what I'm saying? And convert my music because I knew the CDs was on the way out the door. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at this point, I'm well adjusted. I have, I would say about 100 songs on streaming services right now. I'm gonna add to that. Every month. Um, I got a nice footprint. I got my own, sections and catalogs, and just shit just separated for me because I've been there. So
Yeah.
I'm well adjusted.
Share with everybody where they can find your music at.
Man, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Apple Music, um, what else we got? All of them streaming shits, bro. Any,
Everything stream,
yeah,
anything where you
yeah.
can find music, any music platform, guys. You can definitely check him out.
Hmm.
His name is Priest. Spell it out for them so they know what's your social media. Give them the 1 2 for people who are just listening, just like, well,
All
how can
right,
we?
we're gonna do this slow. We're gonna do this slow. It's real easy, but we're gonna do it slow. Prist. Simple. Just like the Catholic priest. You know what I'm saying? Pull that up. Bald head guy. You should see my picture on something on there. You know what I'm saying? My Instagram is same thing, but pics on the end. Priest pics. My Twitter is Priest Music. That's with ZIK. Uh, yeah, just
You have
P.
Twitter?
Yeah, I got Twitter. Yeah,
What's your Twitter name?
Priest Music too. You ain't know that?
I know, but the people don't.
Oh, all right, all right. Yeah, Priest Music too. You know what I'm saying.
What about YouTube? How they can find you on YouTube?
Oh, YouTube.
Cause I go to YouTube to listen to some of my artists. Just I want to just listen to a song. I just pull them up.
I don't know what my. Oh, it's Priest Tube. Priest Tube. Yeah,
Okay, guys. So
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get the information and for you guys could definitely tap in appreciate his music and keep acquainted with him. He has some music that you guys should definitely vibe to. Is dope energy.
Dope
It's
in.
very dope energy. What are we looking forward to you having coming up with your music?
I got still boulders. I'm
Yeah.
still working on. Like I'm still. I just want that bitch to be perfect, so I'm gonna take my time. I got Steel Boulders 2 coming right after that. Um, I got a project with my producer that we working on, and I'm gonna just stay right there. You know what I'm saying? As
Okay.
far as music, but we gonna be dropping visuals to everything. We gonna try to get as many videos out we could get. So and they all gonna be nice videos. So that's
Yeah.
that's we just gonna keep it right there. I got 3 projects coming out, and we gonna be shooting a whole lot of videos.
Word. That's what's up. That's what's up. I look forward to it. And the people that be in the nightlife should be looking forward to it as well. Y'all make sure y'all definitely check him out. This is Priest. And we are definitely live in the building, man. So how do you feel that what kind of impact, you know, the culture has with your music? Basically what I'm saying is, how do your music impact the culture?
That's a good question. Um, I'm not sure, but I look at my family and my friends, and I kind of use them as a case study for how my shit is received. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got honest people around me. Like they not gonna lie to me. They not gonna feed me bullshit. So if I get a good reaction from them, and they tell me that that is whatever good or is bad, then I take their word for it.
Mhm.
My impact on the culture, I'm not sure. Like I just know, like from even from you telling me about the shit that I did to influence you. Like I know that there are more, but I'm just not aware. I'm just living, dog. I'm just, what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get this shit, and then that's one thing. Like Wayne see, like man, I look back when I'm done running. You know what I'm saying? I look back
Yeah,
when I'm done.
but that was that was an example right there of an influence for me. So you do know.
Yeah, yeah, right. And
You
see, that's what make me know that there are more instances and more examples of that. But um, I don't know. I don't know what people say about me behind closed doors, or when they talking to people when I'm not around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
you get
sure.
feedback. What about the feedback you get? Because one thing for sure that people if you're in the New Orleans area, you could definitely check Priest out. You can actually get up and close with him, meet him personally. He definitely is out in the streets actually working. Okay,
Yeah.
so what about the people that you meet on a daily basis when you are out with your music and performing live? I mean, what kind of feedback do you get from the people?
Oh man, that should be love, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. It like I know that that's the reason why my fucking shit been going up. I'm sure of it because I only give my shit to people who I see actually bopping their head, or if they stop and I catch their attention, you know what I'm saying? Then I got some form to go pull up, you know what I'm saying? And that's huge. And it's fun, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's fun every time. It's something different. I like to be right in the heart of this shit. Like sometimes I might even go on Bourbon Street, but
yeah.
it be hard out there sometimes. But I like to play Canal, the corner of Rubenstein's, that is St. Charles and Canal. You can catch me out there. On the weekend, I be chilling during the week, but on the weekend, I get out there and fuck, I might do fucking 40 songs in a night. You know what I'm saying? Like just
Yeah.
throughout the night, I take breaks. I let some shit play, take a little smoke break, catch a vibe. My partner bring the hook out, you know what I'm saying? We be out there. Yeah, it be lit out there, you know what I'm saying?
You'll be bringing the hookah out there in the streets.
Yeah, man, it be a whole vibe out there. It be so nice, you know what I'm saying? It be nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we know that New Orleans is definitely musically inclined. We have great talent here. I mean, some of your favorite rapper is from New
Mhm.
Orleans. Okay. And that's a fact. They even compare one of our artists to Jay-Z, and that's Wayne. And it's just like, I feel like though we don't get the credit that we deserve most of the time, and it's kind of because of this north, the dudes from New York up to the north, and even from the west, when we came from the south, it's like they try to, give us a downgrade, but then Atlanta came and stepped on their necks to where you got niggas that have moved to Atlanta and
Right,
from the north, from the south, even from overseas, just to come to
right.
the black mecca of Atlanta. But when we talk about New Orleans, that's really way at the bottom of the map.
Yeah,
Okay. And they wasn't giving us the credit. And I feel like still now we still fighting to get credit. Shout out to Rob 49.
yeah,
Absolutely. With the Vulture Island, baby, little baby come and I feel
right.
like that was definitely some heat added to on the ass, but at the same time, we should have been on that. We should have been on that wave from the get go, and I feel like I salute him. We are still fighting for still trying to fight for some type of some
Yeah.
type of way. And even let me tell you this though, I feel as though some artists that's from New Orleans, could be from New Orleans, and people don't even not even just artists and people dealing with music. People that's from New Orleans are like top entertainers in the industry.
Right.
Overall in all industries, and some people just don't know. And it's like, you could tell when you know somebody's from New York or someone's from Atlanta, someone's from
Hmm.
sometimes you don't. But I mean, for me personally, you know, you know, put some respect on our name, as they would say, as baby would say, and that's for the whole city, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's real. That's very real, bro. And I look at it, from both sides. We gotta do better, man. Like we gotta do better business. Like I look at our greats. Like our greats should be better off. They should be more well off. You know what I'm saying? Like they did too much. They added too much to the culture, to people still saying them niggas words today, you know what I'm saying? And I just be like, we just gotta do better, bro. But that's what I'm here for. Believe it or not, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to change that whole fucking narrative that, we do bad business, and
Mm,
we just think like this, and I'm coming to change that shit, dog. Like
that would be great.
yeah, that's one of my main objectives, because I run across that shit more often than you may think. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, dog, y'all don't really know. Like, if you're not dope down here, nigga, you gonna get ate alive. They're not gonna let you
Absolutely.
make it. You're not gonna be able to make it, dog. Like, so it's yeah, it's a real thing. That bias is a real thing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, I don't know what they think if they're not making it here, because they're very strong critics here. They don't play out here. Well,
Oh,
I'm in Houston, guys, and where you're at, I just feel like me, it's a part of me, so I'm gonna whatever. But it's very tough. So if you can't manage to have the crowd from from your hometown, some people say when they leave home, they get more love than they more love than their hometown. That's a fact. Because I mean, for me and my business, I definitely did. And I would say this too. Um, we are waiting for somebody to come and get the torch, because it has been times where I have dealt with artists and just creatives from New Orleans, and I would never work with them again. I just never work with them again. Very unprofessional at times. Just trying to get over, snakes in the grass type of demeanors, and
yeah,
it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? They will prefer to patronize others who don't put it that hasn't put in the work or have the knowledge and expertise as I
yeah.
would. And it's just like, why? And it's just like, not even just that. I just get more love from, people from across the world. That's why my platform reach more than just the states. It reach over to overseas. And I have people from all over who like to listen to the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
like to tap in with who I listen to. You may
Right,
not feel as though my word is bond, but the people across the world may do.
right,
That's all that
right,
matters, because there's more money in the world than where you are, especially our
right.
little small pea-sized town,
Yeah,
city, compared to Houston. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
got niggas out here fighting for this shit though.
Crabs in the bucket. You ask me, but whatever. I don't understand. Like, it's weird to me.
It is, bro. It
I
is.
have no filter, and it's just like when it come down to it, because I have tried to help, certain people. I have reached out to certain artists, and give a hand, just of my resources. It will be like, wow, you guys are just trying to just get over on everything. Like, you'll never make it. Like,
Not gonna
nigga,
be
no,
like,
you'll never get through the door like that. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You gotta pay your way too. You just
yeah,
can't get
bro.
stuff for free just because them
You
niggas is
yeah,
dick
got
riding. You know what I mean? That
yeah,
I will.
right, right,
What?
real. It's
Anyway,
crazy.
it's crazy. We could have another conversation about that. But the city definitely, when it comes down to music, I respect a lot. I see a lot of different new artists. Just to tap in on, like we were just speaking on Raffle 9, I think I could speak with you about it. I've seen that it was a little clashing of different artists and feeling like everyone
Yeah,
giving him so much
yeah.
clout and giving him so much respect and this that
It's,
and y'all don't
it's
even support the rappers that been rapping for years,
crazy,
decades. What?
crazy. And
And I mean, we get it.
like
I get it.
it's like I don't even understand why be worried about, like why would I be worried about the love that he getting? You know what I'm saying? Like that's his love. Let that man receive his shit. Man, get yours, bro. You know what I mean? Get yours. People out here, if you out here putting shit out, it's somebody out here that's fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? You could bet that. Somebody out here fucking with you.
Yeah,
Fuck
but Priest, I
him.
have another. I feel what you're saying, but this is what
What?
not for our understanding as well. Like, um, I feel as though the artist Rock from Nine, when I first seen him on social media, because see, people gotta understand my position with my business, with my platform is that I used to blog, a real blogger, not just typing shit up on Instagram and posting it. I mean actually freelance writing, journalism, you know what I'm saying, for artists and trying to assist them with some type of writing service and getting them to be seen or whatnot. But one thing that I do is I observe what's going on, and I have dealt with underground independent artists to mainstream signed artists,
Right,
under labels or whatnot. And
right,
what they don't understand is that it's levels, and like this guy is an artist who has been approached by labels or a label. He's signed. Like this is not
right.
just a rapper off
Yeah,
that just came off the street and just began to start
yeah.
rapping like little
Right,
baby to the
right,
city. It's
right,
level. So you
right,
can't really speak on certain things when you have never been through that door before. You know what
right.
I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. So, as far as the tension, it's just that crab in the bucket mentality that they have, and just that, like it's just weird. Like, what the
It
fuck?
is, bro. It is
Fucking
super.
weird.
It's like they don't understand that, like what you're saying, that he has a machine behind him at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you just gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep grinding, dog.
Well, what do you
But
say about the person that do keep grinding, such as yourself? Keep grinding, keep putting in the work, keep spending the money, keep trying to make budgets to keep it rolling, keep trying to get on the radio, and just things just don't seem as if they could be like him.
well, see, for me, and I'm really like giving game right now, and I don't even know if I ever told anybody this shit. But see, for me, what I've done is I've always left myself room for improvement. You know what I'm saying? Like I would, like as I come into a new step or a new stage, I look at that stage, but I also know that there's another stage above that. So I don't try to, I leave myself room for improvement. And uh, like I see a lot of niggas just bust their load. You know what I'm saying? They just, they don't pace themselves. They act like it's a sprint, and it's not a fucking sprint, bro. It's a marathon. You have to literally like pace yourself, and at the point where I'm at right now, um, like I've so as I've my investments have come more serious because I believe in my art more. You know what I'm saying? I believe in it more, so I'm investing more. You know, like just but it starts with the creation. If when you get in that boot and when you lay it down, if it's not tight, then you got to go back. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back. You got to try again. You got to start over. You know what I'm saying? Or continue to get better, which is what I've done. I've just tried to continue to get better to the point where I'm at now. Like I just feel like I'm like at a level that can't nobody really see me. That's how I feel. I feel like whatever you want to send at me, I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna send it back. I'm gonna do everything to the best of my ability at this time, and I don't feel like nobody really could fuck with me when it come to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do this shit at the highest. And a lot of people just gotta have that mentality. You can't just think because you did it that it's good. You got to put that shit out there. Like get those negative reactions on YouTube. I could go check my YouTube. I got some negative reactions on there what people are saying, but I still like it. I love it. You heard me? The fact that you even gave me your time to have a reaction, but you got to go through that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can't give up when you get knocked because you're gonna get knocked.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is great advice that you give out to the people so they can have an understanding on what's really going on and becoming an artist. And like we're stating here about, what changed in hip hop, I'm pretty sure artists from years ago like have had to deal with today with social media being at the being a way of communication and like very instant, it could be detrimental for some and it could be great for some. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So people just have to have this tough skin now, which is no problem. I mean, I feel like it just make everything could be better. And sometimes it could just you could just have any nigga just being this bitch just talking about and shit like that,
Right.
and they rapping and trapping. They got the motherfuckers, they got their big dog or they big homie giving them money and shit to flash in the video and all this crazy shit. And I'm just confused. I'm confused. You have never done this in your life, boy. I never seen you ever. Like even people that I know personally, and I'm just like, oh, you're not even living like that. Like this is just a lot, and it is what it is. It's a character. I feel like some artists are characters. Like they remind me of action figures. That's just
Uh,
my
and the,
um.
and the bad thing about it is the part that they don't think of is that you have to continue that character. Like let's say you do pop off for you and you get some shit going. My nigga, that's who you introduced them to. You hear me? Now you got that shit going. You hear me? Then it's gonna get to the point you get tired of it. You hear me? Then your money gonna stop because you tired of being a character. You're like, man, it's like, man, y'all gotta think this shit through, bro.
Yeah. So what would you like to see? What would you like to see in hip hop today? Like any change or any progression?
uh, like I hold on, give me 1 minute, 1 second, 1 second.
All right, guys. As we give him a chance to do what he do, we are definitely here in the nightlife, even in the daytime. And again, thankful for you guys to be here and listen in. We will be wrapping this up very soon. And we just tapped in the nightlife. You guys make sure you go ahead and um share this with others. If you're here personally, know the guy here, then tap in and share with others. You know what I'm saying? This guy's been working hard, especially in New Orleans, and it's definitely nice to sit here and talk with him.
Yeah. What was the question?
What would you like to see in hip hop today in regards to changes or a progression?
Um, had to put it on the charger. Um,
Okay, we good.
to be honest, like what hip hop is, I'm a part of underground hip hop.
Yeah.
So like I'll just speak on that. Like what I see as far as like underground hip hop, it's in a good space.
Okay.
You have a lot of up and coming producers. You have a lot of dope artists that are out right now that's really doing nostalgic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that bring me back to that time. You know what I'm saying, when I was younger and first fell in love with this shit. Uh, so as far as like that part of hip hop, which is to me the most important part because it's the streets. You dig? Like without the streets, you don't really have none of this shit. So that's where I keep my ears, glued to, and that's where I continue to, you know, listen and support those artists. But that part of hip hop is strong, and it's a lot of artists that y'all need to go out there and check out and get tuned into. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure, for sure. Now, what would you advise, to the current generation of artists and even the fans and the people who listen to hip hop? What would you advise to them right now?
To the youngins,
Yeah, what kind of advice you have for them?
well, to be honest, man, the advice really wouldn't be for them. The advice would be for the fucking parents, man. Like
Mm.
y'all gotta get on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because me talking to a kid that don't listen to you not gonna do a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So parents, bro, we gotta like start holding ourselves accountable, holding our children accountable, and it just starts there. You know what I'm saying? Like it starts there. Like it's a whole lot of other shit that we could talk about, and but
Yeah,
we just gonna leave it there. Like let's just start there. Let's just start with holding ourselves accountable and holding our children accountable. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta understand like why shit happen. Like if your baby out there doing wild baby shit, then wild baby shit gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't act like it's a fucking surprise.
nah,
Like it's just So like that's what I mean when I say like holding ourselves accountable. Like we gotta know what we doing and know what we dealing with. And if you like that, if you living like that, then fuck live like that. But know what come with it. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm not on that kind of time. I'm on peace. I'm on elevating. I'm on all that. But just don't come fucking with that. Just don't come fucking with that.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Again, thank you so much for coming in and tapping in with me. We had a bit of a little difficulty, but we set
Yeah,
that right. We set that straight, and we're gonna be rolling. I would love to have you again, and we could come up with another topic. It could be of your choice or whatnot. Let's see what the people think about it. If you guys are here listening in, send in any of your advice, if you want any advice on topics that you like us to talk about, or just any input. Make sure you guys definitely tap into Priest. You could definitely find him. You could Google him. He's an artist you can Google. Tell them again your social media handle so they could tap in with you.
Priest Pics on Instagram, Priest Music 2 on Twitter, Priest Music on Facebook, and what's that other one? What's the other social media?
Priest Music too for YouTube.
No, Priest 2 for YouTube.
Priest too for YouTube, guys.
Yeah,
All right,
Priest
you
2,
guys
man.
definitely heard them. You make sure you send me all those handles so I can definitely share with my audience. You guys, we are definitely in the nightlife. We definitely do that even in the daytime, as you can see. We worldwide. We just don't part. We just don't partake in the nightlife at night. We do this all the
Right,
time.
all day.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. It's definitely a pleasure to be here. And you guys definitely need to know um this platform is open to whoever has a story to tell. We are here talking about from entertainment, news and updates, and even things that involves our mental health. Because you know what? These are things that revolve around us all the time. Music has a big
Mhm.
impact, a big influence on everybody's life. Some
Yeah.
people can't go to sleep without it. Some people can't drive their car without it. Some people, you put babies to sleep with music.
Right.
Okay? So it's
Right.
very important. So this is definitely something that we're transitioning into, actually finding dissecting music. You know what I'm saying? Not just interviewing the artist. We let's have something with substance. And I'm here
Right.
to gain some extra substance for my guests and for my audience so we can learn something and actually get to pick each other brains and learn something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here
Right.
for that. And I hope you guys are here too. And if you're not here for it, then this is the wrong platform for you. Okay? So Priest, absolutely. I appreciate you coming in. It was definitely dope. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you chiming in, and thank you so much.
No problem, baby. Anytime.
All right, everybody be cool. One love.
Bye.